Ruth Langsford publicly supports Eamonn Holmes for first time since split. Ruth Langsford has publicly supported her ex-husband Eamonn Holmes for the first time since the couple announced their split earlier this year. Ruth Langsford has shown public support for Eamonn Holmes for the first time since their surprising separation. The pair shocked the entertainment industry in May when they revealed they were heading for a divorce. Since then, Eamonn has found a new partner, but he did stand by Ruth, 64, during her emotional visit to her ill mother, Joan, in hospital earlier this week. Now, it seems Ruth has reciprocated the gesture as she responded to a post about Eamonn, 65, appearing on GB News. Isabel Webster, Eamonn's co-host, posted a picture of herself and the father of 4 on Instagram with the caption, "Final show from us for 2024. Thanks for your company this year. See you soon. Merry Christmas. I hope you all find some peace and joy." Ruth liked the post, showing support for her former husband just days before they are set to spend Christmas apart. This follows Eamonn liking a post of Ruth's where she disclosed that her dear mum had taken a fall and fractured her pelvis. On Instagram, sharing a photo of herself holding her mum's hand, Ruth wrote, "No dancing in my kitchen peeling the veg for my darling mum this Christmas, she's had a fall and fractured her pelvis." After liking the post, Eamonn expressed how much he missed his own mum, sharing, "When folk ask me, what do you want for Christmas? 3 Christmases without you now mum, and you are still top of my wish list," reports The Mirror. Despite reconnecting on social media, it appears Eamonn Holmes and Ruth Langsford are continuing with their divorce proceedings. Insiders suggest the pair aim to finalize the separation soon, with Ruth expected to keep their £3.5 million Surrey home. The aim is for Eamonn and Ruth to resolve their divorce as quickly as possible in the new year, a source disclosed to The Sun. They continued, "Ruth is keen to stay in their marital home as it is where she is settled. Eamonn on the other hand wants to get out and make a fresh start. They aren't dragging their heels and want this settled and done as quickly as possible." In another development, Eamonn has raised eyebrows about possibly being engaged to new partner, Katie Alexander, after she was seen with a conspicuous ring during a Parisian holiday last week. A source stated in the report, Eamonn has been talking openly about his plans to marry Katie and has made it clear he wants to spend the rest of his life with her. Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes still talking through lawyers despite Star's olive branch. Despite seemingly offering reconciliation on social media, reports suggest Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes have continued to communicate through lawyers. Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes have continued to communicate through lawyers even though the loose woman Star seemingly offered an olive branch to her estranged husband. The 64-year-old appeared to accept Eamonn's peace offering and returned a like on a post of him and his GB News co-host Isabel Webster. This comes after the broadcaster publicly displayed support for Ruth when she paid an emotional visit to her sick mother Joan in hospital earlier this week. Taking to Instagram, she uploaded a photo of her mum's hands from a hospital bed alongside a newspaper displaying a half-finished crossword. In the caption, Ruth informed fans that, "She'll be in hospital for a bit longer yet, but she's in pretty good spirits considering, and I hope she'll be home for Christmas." Among the well wishes from her followers and celebrity pals, there was also a simple like from Eamonn. Although Ruth returned the favor in celebration of the hosts wrapping up their final show of the year, the estranged couple are said to still have strained communication. According to the Mail Online, Ruth and Eamonn are still talking through their respective lawyers. A source close to the duo previously told Express.co.uk, "At the moment Eamonn and Ruth are not in contact with each other. They both need space, but particularly Ruth, who feels hurt by everything that has happened over the past few months. Eamonn was trying to keep his relationship with Katie for as long as possible so it didn't hurt Ruth, but now the cat is out the bag and it's painful." The insider added, "Everything is still very raw. Her friends have rallied around her, which has helped a lot, but she can definitely give the NTAs a miss for 1 year." The former couple announced the end of their 14-year marriage in June, and it's understood that they're hoping to settle the divorce after the festive period. Introduction: Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes, two beloved TV personalities, have long been at the center of speculation regarding their relationship. Known for their warm on-screen chemistry as co-hosts of This Morning, their personal and professional dynamics have been under intense scrutiny in recent years. Despite Ruth Langsford's public attempt to mend their relationship, the two still seem to be at odds, communicating through legal channels rather than directly. The background: a partnership built on television. Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes enjoyed a successful partnership on This Morning, a popular British daytime talk show, for many years. Their chemistry was undeniable, and they became one of the most recognized pairs on British television. Their hosting style was loved by many, balancing humor with the ability to handle sensitive topics, and they often filled in for main hosts when needed. However, rumors about tension between them began to surface when Eamonn and Ruth were replaced by Alison Hammond and Dermot O'Leary as the regular Friday hosts of This Morning. This decision sparked speculation about possible behind-the-scenes friction, with many wondering whether the pair were being pushed out by ITV or whether there were internal disagreements. Ruth's olive branch. An attempt at reconciliation. Reports have suggested that Ruth Langsford, who had worked alongside Eamonn for years, extended an olive branch to him in an attempt to repair their fractured relationship. Ruth has often been described as the more emotionally open of the two, and sources close to the star indicated that she had made efforts to reach out to Eamonn. It is said that Ruth wanted to restore their friendship and end the bitterness that had developed in the wake of their professional parting. In some public statements, Ruth made it clear that she was not bitter about the changes at This Morning and was focused on maintaining good relationships with her colleagues. She also expressed a willingness to mend things with Eamonn, despite the apparent distance that had grown between them. The reality: communication through lawyers. Despite Ruth's attempts to make amends, sources have indicated that communication between the former co-hosts remains strained. Rather than speaking directly to each other, the pair have continued to handle their disagreements through lawyers. This legal route suggests that their personal and professional issues are far from resolved. This shift to communicating through legal representatives has fueled speculation about the depth of their conflict. While some believe the legal communication is a protective measure, it also hints that more serious issues are at play, potentially involving financial or contractual matters related to their departure from This Morning. The move to keep things formal and mediated by lawyers has frustrated fans of the duo, who remember their on-screen chemistry fondly. Many had hoped that their shared history and public efforts at reconciliation would allow them to find common ground. The role of ITV in the This Morning shakeup. ITV's decision to replace Ruth and Eamonn on Fridays with Alison and Dermot undoubtedly contributed to the friction between the two stars. Although ITV has insisted that the changes were part of an effort to refresh the show and bring new energy, it is clear that the switch has caused more turmoil than originally anticipated. Ruth and Eamonn had been staples of the show for years, and the sudden change raised questions about ITV's long-term vision for the program. For some, the replacement of Ruth and Eamonn by Alison and Dermot felt like an indication that the network was shifting towards a younger, more diverse approach to presenting the show. The departure of the duo may have left them feeling sidelined, leading to emotional responses that have manifested in legal disputes. While neither Ruth nor Eamonn has publicly shared all the details of their personal fallout, the fact that they continue to interact through lawyers suggests a significant breakdown in trust and communication. Impact on their careers. The fallout between Ruth and Eamonn has not only affected their personal relationship but also their careers. Eamonn Holmes, for instance, left This Morning and later joined GB News, where he has continued his broadcasting career. Ruth Langsford, on the other hand, continues to appear on This Morning, though her role has evolved, and she has also hosted other programs such as Loose Women. While both have continued to enjoy successful careers, it is clear that the end of their partnership on This Morning marked a major turning point. The communication through lawyers has further impacted their public image. Both Ruth and Eamonn have been scrutinized by the media, and the public's perception of them has been shaped by these ongoing tensions. Fans who had once admired their camaraderie are now left wondering whether they will ever see the two on screen together again. The future of their relationship. As Ruth continues to extend gestures of goodwill and attempts to heal the rift, it remains uncertain whether Eamonn will reciprocate. The legal communication suggests that there are unresolved issues that could take time to resolve. The fact that they are still communicating through lawyers despite Ruth's olive branch suggests that the road to reconciliation will be long and fraught with challenges. It is clear that both Ruth and Eamonn are navigating complex emotions, balancing their personal grievances with their professional obligations. The extent to which they will be able to rebuild their relationship, if at all, is unknown. Fans, however, remain hopeful that time will heal old wounds, and that the two will eventually find a way to rebuild their friendship, even if it's not on the same platform they once shared. Conclusion: the ongoing tensions between Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes continue to captivate the public's attention. Despite Ruth's olive branch, the two remain at odds, with communication continuing to be mediated by lawyers. Their professional and personal journey, once intertwined, has taken an unexpected turn, with their fans and the public left waiting to see if they will ever reconcile. As the story unfolds, it remains to be seen what the future holds for the duo and whether their friendship, once forged on the set of This Morning, will ever be restored.